What's a little bit like as far as you can determine after these two losses?
Both games we had chances to win the game. Didn't. But trying to dig ourselves out of the hole. Really try to put on a good performance. I think defensive-wise, in spurts we're having success, but it's not been consistent. And I think if we want to get back to winning ways, defensive-wise, we got to be way more consistent.
Yeah, what is the impact of all the outside linebacker injuries to what you guys do?
It's hard to replace, guys that are that special. But it'll be a group by committee in TJ. So, we know they're going to single in on TJ, but, we have faith in our younger guys. A lot of communication's got to happen from, the back end. The D-line have to communicate as well. And I think that will help us a lot to, mitigate that a little bit.
Cam, when you have situations with all these players and you already dealt with communication issues, do you have to over-communicate to some of the newer guys that try to make sure they're on the same page?
Definitely. I think, I'll take back to like when we brought in Mon Adams those years ago. It's simple things of like, this is what you got here, just to help him feel more comfortable. I think these guys are getting on a moving train. The best thing you can do is over-communicate, during play, after play, on the sideline, and just have that, repetition of just them feeling comfortable with what they're doing.
And you're, after looking at it, you kind of able to put your finger on what happened in the running game, especially in the second half against Dallas?
I don't know if we fit correctly. I think our C gap was a little bit soft in some moments, but we didn't get off enough blocks. And then when we did tackle, they fell forward.
How well do you know about Ade?
Still getting to know them. They're pretty quiet guys. Ade's started to open up a little more, tells a couple of jokes here and there, but we're going to learn each other pretty quick. So we'll get used to it.
With TJ, just sense any extra chip on the shoulder this week, maybe knowing that it's him and a bunch of guys who've combined for one game in the Steelers jersey at that position?
No, I think TJ knows he's got to play well, but it's not like he's got to be Superman. He's just got to be himself. We win games working together, not just one person. So, and that's for everybody. I don't think anyone has to play out of character for us to be successful. This defense is built on 11 guys doing their job, and it's up to those younger guys to at least stay in their gaps.
You notice him trying to take these guys under his wing a little bit this week, or does everybody kind of have to just walk in and do their own thing?
No, it's definitely TJ's providing clarity in a lot of situations, teaching them what to expect. And it also falls on Coach Martin and Coach Dunbar providing those little things to, help them get an edge in the game. I think our coaches do an amazing job of providing that, week in and week out, so we're ready for the game.
Cam, even for you, is it hard not to try to do more in certain situations, impress a little bit?
I think every player struggles with that. I think you got to make a play, so you might backdoor something, or you might play out a character and try to make a play, and then you're out of your gap. But you got to remember your fundamentals, and you got to rely on that. When you don't practice a lot, you got to rely on what helps you get to that point. Your fundamentals, and really stress that. If you can fall back on your fundamentals and fall back on what you know and how the game should be played and what's my gap integrity, I think that allows you to play better.
Developing consistency. What's the key to doing that?
Taking one play at a time, not overlooking the situation, not thinking that everything's going to be built on one play or just third down. I think you got to look at it as win first down, win second down, then worry about third.